Hey guys, Seth Cole of the Industry Sports Channel, and today I'm bringing back something that's been gone for quite a while, NNSCRA painting. Yep, we're going to be painting a car today. We're going to paint a car that I've been thinking about doing, and I thought, you know what? While I'm painting it, why don't I show you guys some of the techniques I use and everything and how I paint it. But before I do that, I just wanted to let you guys know that a lot of the cars that I paint for myself, they are available for you to be able to download if you want to have them in your series. All you have to do is go here to the NNSCRA online website, and over here on the right side you'll see a tab that says Showroom. If you click on that, it will take you to the showroom where it will show you not only the car downloading, but the what series it's for and everything. As you can see, some of these are for the NASCAR Sega Cup series, and it's a number of 52s and 30s that are my own personal rides, and if you want to use them, you are more than welcome to. Now, two cars that I've made in the past. One is this one, which is the Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End Chevrolet. And then the other one is the Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides Chevrolet. And both of these feature kind of a different colored fabric banner type look to them. The on Stranger Tides a silver, and the At World's End a red one. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make one that's pretty similar to these. We're going to be making one that is Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, and we're going to use the black fabric, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So enjoy! Okay, so what we're going to need is we're going to need our base, and this is the base that I used for the On Stranger Tides one, the silver one. And so we're going to use it for this one. Unfortunately, I cannot seem to find the base that I used for the red one. And that was the one I was kind of hoping to use, but we'll use this one since I can't seem to find the other one. But I'm pretty sure both of them were the Rude template. So anyway, first thing we're going to do is we got to look at what we have here as far as colors are concerned. And so for the red, we're going to be using something that I like to use on all of them. You may have seen it already. It's a pirate map looking thing. And we're going to line it up. And we're going to paste in my pirate map background. Now I like to stretch it quite a ways, so that way the darker brown portion of the map is not showing. And I also like to flip it horizontally, so that way the ship part of the map is going to be facing towards the back. That'll be about right. And just to make sure that it matches up, I'm going to put a marginal here. There we go. And copy and paste. Flip it vertically. Oh, that's not the one I want to hit. There we go. And there we are. Now there's your base, if you will, for that. Alright, now we're going to anchor that. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to get the map up on the front portion. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to flip this little doodad around 90 degrees. We're going to wait for it to finish loading its rotation. There we go. And we want it right about there. Okay. And now I got to bring this over to make sure that these are lined up. And bring this down. Actually, I don't really think we need that. Okay, so now what we got to do is just to make sure that it's not going to overlay anything, we're going to just erase all of this. There we go. Copy and paste. Up, don't want to flip it vertically, we want to flip it horizontally. There we go. And there. Make sure it's lined up. Down one, there we go. And anchor it in. So there we go, we've got our map background on there. And just to save time, for the back of the car, I just take and I copy what I did for the front of the car, copy and paste it, and drag it over. because the back is actually covered up so much there's not much you're going to be seeing of it. So it really doesn't matter if it all lines up or not on the rear. And anchor layer. Alright, so now you're going to notice that we have a problem here. This is where the black portion was, and unfortunately we don't have that anymore. So what we're going to do is we are going to, since we have little guidelines to be able to go by, we're just going to take and we're going to go along the line and fill this all up with black. Now this is going to take a bit of a process here for me to do this. And I'm not sure you guys want to sit through watching me doing it. Unless you are extremely, extremely bored. So, just hang tight. I will get this thing converted all to black, and then we'll go to our next step, which I think will be the most interesting part, and I think you guys will enjoy the most. So, don't go away. Okay, so we finally have got this done. Had to make these stripes here black. Had to make this here. Oh, I missed a spot. Holy cow. Well, that's not going to take long, so I can talk while I'm doing this. Alright, so while I was doing this, I had a little bit of a dilemma of trying to figure out what I was going to have for the border lines, because on the other ones I had, I think it was a black border line for the red, and I had a black border line for the silver, so you were able to see it stand out. But what are we going to do for the black? And I figured more than likely the color that's really going to stand out to help black would be white. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take white, and we are going to find all of the black lines, and we're going to turn them white. As a matter of fact, it would be a lot simpler for me to find them if I zoomed in and just did it like this. Okay, that takes care of those. Black line. There's a black line. And there's a black line. I missed. Wow. Pinpoint accuracy. Failure. There's a black line. There's, okay, that one's already taken care of. Black line there. And I think we just have one more. There it is. Okay. And now with the white lines, I do want to get rid of these ones because we're not going to need them, especially once we put this on our template. We're still working on the base scheme. We have not even reached the template portion yet. A lot of people like to start building a base scheme on the template. Sometimes I do that, but for the most part I like to do it here because it's more open. You don't have the contingencies and all that stuff getting in the way. Alright, next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn all of the gray to black because we want to have one solid color for which to be able to put our black fabric on. There we go. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I am going to merge down right here this one, this first layer that says red. I'm going to merge it down. Why? Because if you'll notice right here down at the bottom, it doesn't cover the whole thing. If I merge it down, now you can see that dotted yellow line is all the way around the frame. And that's what I want. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our black fabric. You're going to see Internet Explorer pop up in front of a lot of this because I have to get the black fabric. Alright, black fabric. And what I'm shooting for is one that's got the different shades of black. Okay, that one looks interesting, but it's not really as wavy as I would like it to be. That one's wavy, but it's a very small one. Oh, I think I see one. Aha, I think I found the one we want. Okay, perfect. Alright, I gotta have it load up here so that way I can copy it. Here we go. Alright, we got it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to paste it on here. We're going to stretch it really long. There we go. Scale it. And then we're going to hit Control X and delete it. Now we're going to use our paint bucket, go up here where it says pattern fill, choose that, and instead of pine you're going to choose your top left option. That is the image that you copied and pasted. We're going to click that, and then anywhere where there's black, we're going to fill it in. Let's see, I got to find the spots where it's all black. Some of these are not going to work at the moment because of the fact that the gray fill also has black. Now we're going to fill those in. Don't think I got that one up here. Nope, I didn't. Here we go, and there we go. And that doesn't quite show up the way I wanted it to. Alright, so now that we know that, we're going to just undo all of that. Okay, let's find another image. If we can find one that's just a little bit lighter, it might show up better, but I'm not sure. That one I liked because it had the light on it. Unless we can make it smaller. That might be our problem. Let's see. Let's take it and make it a little smaller of an image. Scale it. X. And let's see how this works. Oh, that looks a lot better. A lot better. Okay. That was my problem. If I had had it a little bit smaller, it would have shown up better. Okay. Okay. I can work with that. And there, and there, and there, and there, and there, there. Okay. So that's what it's going to have for its little black fabric look. And it's at this particular point in time now that we are going to be able to, as I'm going to just do one little piece of editing on that. I like that a lot, but I want it stretched just a little bit more. Basically because if you don't have it stretched, you're going to end up with a lot of different things having, you'll see it here probably. You don't see it on this one, you don't see it on this one. But there's a spot where it actually splits up. Right here. Right there you can see it splits. The image's right side and left side connect and they don't quite merge, which is okay, especially there in the middle. That's the best place to have it happen because you're going to have your side skirts covering that. So if we can get away with it on the other ones, then this is going to actually work out really well. Okay, the back actually had it happen before. It didn't happen there. So this is good. This is very good. Okay, I like the way this is looking, and there you see in the middle again. Okay, perfect. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these, merge down, merge down. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to see in just a minute here a different looking thing because we're going to now put okay, I don't know why it's doing that. Should be able to see the 52 now. And we're going to take and we're going to drag this base scheme over to the 52 car. Now, the reason that I have this 52 car with the 52 numbers on and everything is because I make so many of these cars, I basically decide, all right, I'm going to take a template, I'm going to put it together, and I'm just going to have it this way for whatever future 52 cars I make. And there you can see we got the black. Perfect. Okay. So now we can go to work on this particular scheme. And we don't need the base scheme anymore. Okay. I'm not... Oh, there we go. That's why I had it off the screen. I apologize. You guys weren't able to see it. All right. So now we go to work on the number 52 car. We've got our base scheme with the black fabric look, which is exactly what I want it to have. And now we're going to go to good old internet. And I'm going to type in Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black pearl. Alright, it should give us some things to choose from here. Indeed it does. Actually, it gives us quite a bit here, and there's here that's got a nice blackish background, which may be exactly what we need. And then I'm also going to type in black smoke PNG. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy our base scheme. I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to take and erase that whole base scheme, which will all show up as a full layer of nothingness, which is exactly what I want, because we're going to take one layer and put it over the other layer. One thing with doing a base scheme is if you do a base scheme in layers, you're going to be having a lot more room to be able to edit. If you put it all in one base scheme and you don't like it later on, then you're going to have to pretty much scrap your base scheme and start from scratch again. So we got our base scheme color. Let's find our black smoke, and I think I just found the perfect one. Yes, I did. Alright, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna save it, and while we're saving it, oh, wait a minute, I just found another one that I like even better. No, we're gonna stick with the original one. Save image as. Why not? I'll save the both of them. And waiting for it. Whenever I'm saving images, for some reason, it takes forever, and I don't know why. Here it comes. Alright, what's it saving under? We're going to save it under black smoke. Black smoke element PNG. So while that's saving, let's get our Pirates of the Caribbean copied. And this is what it's going to look like. There we go. And it's going to look like this. However, this is not going to be its final form, as I'm trying to click on stuff and it's not letting me click on it. Just bear with me. I think there we go. It was frozen for a minute because it was saving the image. So this is what our hood's going to have at this point in time. Alright, let's get our black smoke thing. Black smoke PNG file. One thing when you're trying to get images, it's always best to get them in PNG, because PNG files normally don't have a background. If you end up getting one that's a JPEG, you normally are then going to have to delete the background, and that can get you into a lot of problems. Alright, black smoke. Look at all the logos I got in here. Good lord. Black, 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 black. Okay, well, did I not type that correctly? Oh, I typed it. I spelled black B-A-L-K-E. Wow, GG me. No wonder I couldn't find it here. B-A-L-K-C-K. There it is. Alright. And we'll let this land. Alright, now, let's figure out where we want this sucker. Rotate it 90 degrees. Probably going to have to size it, but we'll do that once we get it to the hood. There we go. And I don't want it quite running off the edges, which we can edit. Right about there. That should be perfect. Whoops, that's a little too low. And now we'll go to work on just resizing that down just a little bit. So that way the smoke doesn't go off the edge. A little too much on that one. There we go. Alright, so now this is actually going to go underneath our logo, which we're going to put on now. Let's rotate it 90 degrees. Bring it down. Zoom in on the hood so we can actually see what we're doing. This time we're going to lock the aspect ratio. And that should be right about there. I want the Pirates of the Caribbean logo just up on the hood there. just like that. A little bit lower. Okay, that's not going to fit. We need to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. That should fit right about where I want it to. Okay. Make sure it's lined up. And now we use our nice little eraser tool. That's going to give it a misty haze. It's going to kind of morph it into the car, which is exactly what I want it to do. Now we got to get it a little bit finer once we get down around the actual people here, like Keira Knightley and Jeffrey Rush. Here we go. Up and around. And now down a little to be able to get around the border of the banner. And we can go a little bit deeper in on here. And you can see how Keira Knightley is kind of merging into that black smoke that we put in the background, which is precisely what the plan was for that. And now we round it all off nice and smooth. Oops, my arm slipped. Okay, anchor that, and we can actually take our black smoke now based off of this and figure out where we want it all to be. Okay, let's do, okay, I like that there. That looks good right at that point. Take a little off the edge here. A little off the headlight. Same on the other side. Only problem I have here is I wish this could stretch over a little bit further under Keira Knightley. So you know what? We're going to let it do that. We're going to, oopsies, that was not what I wanted to move. I wanted to move this. Here we go. And erase all through here. There we go. And that should be about where I want it. There we go. Perfect. Now you got a nice black background for the Pirates of the Caribbean logo. Because the Black Pearl, you know, Black Mist, all that stuff. Good stuff. Oh, shoot. Why does that look wrong? Probably because it is wrong. Let's see if we can just round that off. Just enough. Right there. Okay. That looked like it was too triangular. So there's what we're going to do for that. And I'm going to cut this episode here. So if you want to watch the continuation of this, I'll post the video soon. And this is what we've got so far for our Pirates of the Caribbean number 52 Curse of the Black Pearl Chevrolet. So thank you all so much for watching, and see you guys in the next episode. I'm out.